Sharvadim yam katam Shavardahim yam kaldayam Shayam Katim Shavim yam tam Shayam Kalam Shar Baravakataham Shayam Katim Shavim Yem Darvatam Shavim Shiva Welcome to this video on the Zenora channel. My name is Sri Satguru, Buddha Rawa Bhagwan. In today's video, we'll talk about the development of a Naga. What is a Naga? A Naga is a spiritual being, a system, a sentient being that exists within the story. There are different Nagas, and Nagas reproduce, and as such, there are male Nagas, female Nagas, and child Nagas. Nagas are an interesting species because they grow into adulthood within their egg. And when they become an adult, they crack their egg and emerge as an adult Naga. A Naga is a very powerful being and is of a certain quality. As of a certain quality, it is associated to a specific tool or city power. It is essentially a system that has been developed with a specific purpose. As such, one Naga does one thing, another Naga does another type of thing. They have their characteristic. In this way, Nagas are of different types. They are as such of different colors. Their eggs have different colors, but the color of the Naga being is revealed when the egg cracks and the Naga shines bright as an adult Naga. In previous videos on this channel, I've talked about the eggs, the breakfast, the divine breakfast that grants city powers, the realm of God that distributes city powers to those who get them within the system. The city powers are superhuman powers of the yogi, and they are granted through a divine breakfast, and refer to previous videos for the different types of breakfasts. You can get up to 3 eggs on your breakfast, 3 Naga eggs that are put into your possession. The Satguru of the warrior lineage is the God of all things, the creator God, the preserver God, and the destroyer God, the Trimurti avatar himself, the Alavam, the Parabrahman, Teram, the Amun-Ra, the God at the base of Kailash mountain, the God of the mountain, the God that runs the story of the mountain. And as such, the Nagas pay tribute and show love to his parampara, to the parampara of the gods, the Vara parampara. and they entrust the parampara of Wara with their eggs. The legendary treasures, the Naga eggs, the dragon eggs, depending on the culture. In China, they're known as dragons. In India, they're known as Nagas. And there is the story of their eggs in both lands. And in different places of the world, the story of the eggs of the dragon. These are the legendary eggs that grant city powers, and as you are granted 1 or 2 or 3 eggs, which is a supreme at 3 eggs, you are granted with specific symbols associated to those eggs, which are the characteristics, the specific city powers and items associated to those eggs that are gifted to you. As those eggs come in a specific type. But the true quality of the Naga is revealed when the egg hatches. And then you may see if it is a blue Naga, a red Naga, a yellow Naga, a green Naga. And at the level of the Supreme, one cares for 3 Nagas and can have the experience of the flowering of those Nagas, which means to become adult Nagas, to grow outside the shell. And the path of Wara is the path which encompasses all paths, the source of all the streams, of all the lineages, the lineage of the perfect husband, Shiva. The path of he who is the husband of the goddess. And as such, the treasures of his path are the treasure amongst many of Naga Yoga. Naga Yoga can only be done once one has been gifted with Naga eggs. And Naga Yoga is the union and symbiosis between the yogi and the Nagas that are put into his possession and care. As he cares for their growth, he cares for his growth. As they care for his growth, they care for their growth. And the symbiosis, the perfect union between the Nagas and the yogi are found within the Dharma. An action within parampara leads to the growth of both the yogi and the Naga. As such, the Naga benefits from the parampara, like the yogi benefits from the parampara. The Naga benefits from the yogi, like the yogi benefits from the Naga. And there is a symbiosis between the yogi, the parampara, and the Naga. When the Naga is gifted to the yogi, so are city powers. And depending on the symbol associated, the tool associated to the egg that was gifted. As the eggs come in different types, this determines the combinations, depending on how many eggs, 1, 2, 3, of power, an application of power that can be utilized by the yogi. As the yogi develops a greater understanding of the applications of power and applies them with their yoga, with the Naga eggs, by applying Naga yoga, the Naga grows with the practice of the ability and within parampara, and the yogi grows as well. And by working together, a symbiosis is created between the yogi and the Naga. And as the Naga cracks its shell eventually and flowers into a neural net of light in the color of its type, that same flowering of consciousness takes place within the yogi and is called enlightenment. In this way, the Naga grows with the yogi into the light and grows into the light by absorbing the light, by connecting to the light, and by learning from the light. This is called Naga Yoga. The union between the Naga and the yogi, which turns the yogi into a Naga yogi. The Naga yogi is known for his power. In many ways, one can say the Zenwara path is a tantric Naga path. And the treasures of the parampara include the Naga eggs and their power. As a yogi grows into its eggs grow into the yogi. And with the development of the Naga into an adult Naga comes the development of the neural network of the yogi and the transformation of the yogi into an enlightened deity. This is a breakdown of Naga Yoga, which can be difficult to explain. And as such, I've made an effort to explain it in this way. There are different signs, different symbols, different tools, different types of eggs. Some of them have a more militant application, and some of them have a more learning application. Different types of applications for different types of eggs, as there are different types of eggs that are gifted to creation by the Naga mothers. Now, the Naga mothers give their eggs with much concern to the parampara. They hope that their young will be well taken care of, as is the tradition of the Vara parampara, to take care of the Nagas well, to see them as brothers and sisters. If you look into the history of different lands, for example India, you will see that there were often in temples small Naga shrines with the murti of a snake, often intertwining snake. These represented the Naga, and the Nagas were worshipped in India as beings of power that are linked and live with and have their place in the village as they live in the same creation and system as we do. They are beings of power, and they also grow in the light. And it is one of the honors of the Vara parampara, of the yogi of the parampara, to be assigned Nagas to grow with. These are some of the treasures of the lightning diamond path of Zenwara, the source of all the streams. Shevedektet vinyatam sham vadakatahim yam kalam tehem yem shehim kedem yem vatam vam kalam bharavatakash vitam yam kadim Vidim yam shankaravaktatam yam kashim valam tahim kalki Bhagwan vadaktri murti avataram barashivam